into his own right hand.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then is that what it is? And then goes there and then just dip that little bit. So if he went in a straight line, he probably could have still slipped and maybe missed, but shifting off as he wanted to step into that right line, he stepped into Ilya's right hand. So if you watch him when he shifts, he even shifts.
So he's moving Charles off center while
he does
shifting.
as he shifted, knowing that he was going to follow.
So
whether he did that on purpose, I don't know, but but it seems like it was pretty strategic. Even the way he didn't just shift back, you see him shift off center. Yeah, like so. So usually it's easy to shift to your right. A little bit harder to shift to your left.
Yeah, it's like in boxing, the guys who are great body punchers. Like there's a guy named Miguel Cotto. Do you remember Miguel? He had a really strong jab, but then he would shift and put his weight over his left foot, and then just rip those body punches. And I think the concern in MMA, I would imagine, is like shifting left. There's a foot or a shin that's going to come right to the top of your head potentially. In boxing, when you shift over, there's not much that can hit you.
Yeah.
Like maybe an uppercut can be under, but like if I'm this way and you're a conventional fighter, what do you throw, like a knee or something?
So if you keep dipping that way, you're saying?
If I dip this way, and you're conventional, you're fighting orthodox, that fucking game over.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a risky move too.
Yeah. So with the shift, I mean, she like sort of shifted back out of range, but out. So not really with the slip. He ended up slipping with the punch when he decided to throw the two.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to get real technical. All right. So when you even shifts off center. The only thing is when you shift to your left, he shift and then
you can stand if you want.
Yeah. Sure, I'm going to stand. Is that all right?
Yeah,
still in. So
I'm Charles.
So he sort of went here, shifted back, and then he sort of went bang, and then he sort of shifted here. But now look at I'm side.
If I walk straight,
but
then
but I'm off center here.
Yeah.
So if you notice,
so there's nothing I can throw at you.
Yeah, but I feel like off here. But you notice he shifts back, and then as soon as he comes in, he goes boom, and he even shifts his hips straight in. So he shifts back, and then just goes boom.
So now you're walking straight into the right, and you don't have anything with power to I guess I'm like reaching over.
Yeah. So you got an angle, and then again I pulled you.
Yeah.
He's pulled that way. I'm really fixing that. Sorry.
There. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's shifted this way, but again, firing from here across your body would have been hard. So he even shifted, and as soon as he went, he's just went bang.
And then
he's even shifted his he slipped his head with that left foot.
So what's the strategy against a guy like Ilya?
That makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Watch it anyway, it makes sense.
Tell us, so what's the strategy against a guy like Ilya? Let's say you guys run it back again.
Wrestle the bloke, mate.
You gotta get him down, right?
Him down. Look, that's what you want. You want to see what's going to happen with his gas tank. So even with Ilya, great fighter. Like a lot of the things he does, like I'm sure a lot of it's well trained, and then he's got so many good instincts as well. Like even him just shifting that way, he probably trained for that, but then just as soon as he wanted to square his hips up with the right hand, the power was there and put him in a safer position while he was throwing too. So just little things like that he probably trains for, or it's just great instincts. But yeah, we want to see the gas tank, see what happens with it, because I thought Charles, when he was taking him down and forcing the sort of wrestle and the grapple, I felt like it was starting to wear on him a little bit. So even when he sort of ended up on top in the grapple, I don't know if you remember, Ilya gets up and then I remember he was just staying up and there was kicking. It didn't let him up. He waited. I'm going to wait 30 seconds, kick his legs.
Interesting.
Get my breath back, because that probably took a little bit out of him, which I thought was clever. And then the ref stood him up, and then he's like, right, back to
So now you get a little break. So you would attack the gas tank, and you do that by grappling cardio. Because I
guess you would have to. So like again, like when you're right.
Serve luxury with Cadbury by any two participating slabs and omelette. Decencies apply.
Have you been sitting on a smart business idea and need to get it online? GoDaddy makes it fast and easy with user.
Again, like when you're right, you want to catch him coming in because he wants to commit as well.
Yeah.
But there's that danger of him landing as well. So with Charles, he should have known that this guy's just going to try and take my head off. I've got world class jiu-jitsu, and
that change because it might chip away at your confidence. You know, like I give a lot of credit to Ankalaev. Like when Ankalaev fought Pereira, I think all of us were going, "There's no way he's actually going to bang with this guy," and then he outstruck him. So like, I imagine if you're Charles, you're like, I'm one of the best fighters in the world. Like, why would I change what I do for a guy who's coming up 10 pounds?
No.
You know, does that chip away your confidence at all when you go, I have to not do what I normally do against this guy?
Depends on the fighter, I guess. And yeah, you're right. It seemed like he's, no, I'm going to press him and I'm going to show the weight. You know what I mean? But then I just thought that's what I thought was going to happen. That's why I thought Ilya's going to knock him out.
Yeah.
And that's it, because he's not so defensive. He's, you know, he's all offense, Charles. So. He's
We already know what time it is. You see the lighting. If you're new over here, get ready, buckle up. Let me tell you something, okay? Boners are not just about performance, okay? Never blue chews falling back to their house. Steal what?
He's got a gas tank, dude. You know about gas tanks?
all the rounds on social media and all the rounds in the pantry.
Yeah, that might be a good match. That's a money fight though. Like that's not for belt.
Yeah.
It's not for anything. But if you were the guy that can take out Bonnie Blue, like 1,000 have tried.
Hey, I ain't going there, that's for sure.
Now, who do you want next?
Who do I want next? All right. Well, yeah, look, Mobzar's probably the guy that I think deserves it, right? That's what I've always been about. I've always been about who deserves it. You know,
I'm about you making money.
Yeah,
That's what I'm about.
That makes sense.
I see you with the
most
girls.
Most of the times it's contract fights anyway.
So they have a say in
Well, it's contract, so
you get a piece of that. You get a piece of that pay-per-view. Like
pay-per-view. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, let's get into that. The pay-per-view system isn't as good as it used to be.
talk to me.
Well, I can't give it too much away.
Well, give me an idea.
No, I just mean it's just the way it works is just a little bit different, and that's why you see the pay-per-views now. You know, they're starting to look like they're dropping drastically because it's just the way the system is, and there's still millions and millions of views, but you only get paid on certain pay-per-views. You know what I mean? And so it's a hard sort of way. Astrid explained it a lot more, but you're not, you know, everyone's when you see the pay-per-views you're only seeing only a couple of countries, and you know it's only over $40 as well. They're the only pay-per-views, not including your, say in England, it's a subscription base. So you know they've got their, you know, so you're not including any of those. There's only like I think 3 or 4 countries that they can
Tribute to the actual pay-per-view.
How does that change
So it's not,
for
you know-
you financially? Like, are you like, I can still make as much as I could before, or can you not make quite as much as you could before?
Well, I mean, you can still make money. Like again, the right fights, it's just very hard. And if you've got a Conor McGregor on card or someone, John Jones, I'm like, all right, now you can really make some. They can tie up some of that money compared to what you're fighting for. But it's just it's pretty hard. So even now, good cards like the pay-per-views that you're seeing, good cards at like 300, 400. That's considered really good.
Really?
Yeah, where
When you
know,
say
but-
300, 400, you mean 300, 400,000 buys.
Yes.
Whereas like the huge monumental fights might have been at $1 million.
Yeah,
I'll say yeah,
1.3.
exactly. So it's hard. I don't know. Again, I probably shouldn't be talking this because I don't know enough about it. But it's just not sort of how it used to be. So, you know, the different like deals, like you know, like TV rights deals and all that. I think it's a little bit different. And now again, you've probably got all the streamings and all that as well, right? So you know, I don't think everyone. The only way to watch it is to buy a pay-per-view. There's other ways people are probably trying to watch it too, right? So there's a lot of things that factor into it nowadays. But
Yeah, it's tricky because I don't know. I've heard some people say that. I've heard some people say like currently the UFC is like a star problem. Like they don't have like as many stars as they did. I think that what people need to understand is that like this happens in all fight sports, even the ones that are predetermined. Like it happened in wrestling. Like you go through ebbs and flows.
Dude, even non-fight sports. When Jordan retired, there was a ratings drop.
Exactly.
We didn't have a Jordan yet. Then we got Kobe. Then we got LeBron. When LeBron's gone, same thing.
So you know, it's not like, oh my God, is the UFC over? It's like no. What's going to happen is we had a time where there's Izzy, Josh Jones, like there was like a 5-6 year period where it was like every division had multiple, the Diaz brother, it's like multiple guys that you needed to watch. And now some of you guys are getting up there. Some people are retiring. Some people are losing some fights, and a new crop needs to come up.
Yeah.
And you refuse to let that happen in your division. Which is really good. You know, there's this guy with this beautiful haircut and a great backstory, and you're like, I'm not out yet. So I'll just take the belt back to fucking
It's a
Australia.
great story, but my story's still going.
I know. They had this guy's story so fucking downtown. I'm watching this thing. I'm getting emotional. I see you coming out. I'm like, nah, Volk's not giving it to him today.
I'm almost 40, but you ain't having it yet. You know what I mean? Nah, it's there is a lot of people. Like you're right though. Exactly what you said. Like that's just how it sort of goes. But there is so many. So many good fighters coming through. Like I'm watching, like even Joshua Van, another good example.
Yeah.
But I mean, even my division, you got you've got Pico that's just come in. Obviously, if he has a couple
Aaron,
of
is it Aaron?
Aaron Pico.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has a couple of like really good boxing and wrestling background. So that'll be interesting to see. I haven't watched enough of him, but it will be interesting to see how he goes. But then you have I'm having a brain fart now.
This is not good.
The fighting nerds.
Oh,
In
God.
featherweight.
Yes. You guys did a face-off recently.
Yes. You remember his
Not
name?
Kaio.
Silva.
He's
Silva, that's
phenomenal.
it. And he's a great fighter. Great fighter. You got a lot of them actually coming. So I don't think it's too long till you get a lot of names there.
Exactly.
And, but am I still going not letting them in?
You're not gonna let them in.